With me now to talk about the activities that are taking place at the Brockville Public Library. I'm talking with the Community Engagement Coordinator, Brandy Smith. Brandy, welcome to the program.
Hi.
It's been a while since we've sat down to talk.
Yes.
As to what is happening at the library.
Yes.
Is the library fully functional now?
Yes, fully functional, fully open. Masks are optional and no vaccine requirements or anything.
Okay, so we're A-okay then.
Yep, absolutely.
Let's talk about the National Day of Truth and Reconciliation for Healing. Mm-hmm. When is this happening?
So the National Day for Truth and Reconciliation is on September 30th, and it also coincides with the Orange Shirt Day. So now the National Day for Truth and Reconciliation is a federal holiday, and it's a chance to observe and acknowledge and reflect on the survivors and their families and the children who went to the residential schools in Canada. So a commemorative day, and this year I've partnered with some local volunteers who we've decided to kind of put together as kind of a day of healing.
Yes.
So that's going to take place at St. Lawrence Park on September 30th.
Yes.
It's open to everyone. We chose the park because it's part of healing and part of feeling good is being out in nature. And St. Lawrence Park is one of the most beautiful places we have on the St. Lawrence River within, close proximity,
yes.
Being among the trees and on the banks of the river. So there's going to be some medicine teachings. There's going to be the Ottawa Region President of the Métis Nation of Ontario is going to be there as well. We are going to have a trauma counselor from Leeds and Grenville Victim Services. So because it can be very, very upsetting for some people.
Of course it can be.
Yeah.
Yes. So the park itself, where will you be meeting within the park?
So West Pavilion.
The West Pavilion,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
People are familiar with that. Now, would they have to register beforehand?
No
Just
registration. We do recommend RSVP. So there is a link to RSVP just so we kind of have an idea of how many people to expect.
Okay.
We'll talk about the 94 calls to action and kind of give updates on that. And we'll finish off with some singing and drumming. So,
good.
Yeah.
Wow. It sounds like a full day.
Yeah, hopefully.
So it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Talk about chess in the park.
So this is for Culture Days.
That's interesting.
And Culture Days is another national initiative. So it's happening all over Canada right now, the end of September to the 1st of October. So Culture Days here in Brockville, we're doing on October 1st, going to be a big celebration downtown. And again, this is a volunteer-led initiative, and kind of tying in with our chess club, our weekly chess club. It was super popular this summer, so we've decided to continue the chess club. So now the chess club is every week at the library at 10 o'clock in the morning, and it's for all ages and all levels. So, bring your family down if you haven't played chess in a long time. A lot of people are interested. They want to get back into it. Now's the great time. We have some really good volunteers who are chess lovers. So, So the Culture Days Chess in the Park we're having a family chess fest. So we're going to take the chess program out to Hardy Park and play out in the open on the banks of the river, which will be lovely, part of the Culture Day celebration. That's at 10 o'clock on the Saturday, October 1st. And then in the afternoon, we're moving back to the library to have a Zoom chat with Canadian chess master Gilbert Perez. So he is a master chess player. He's disabled, and he is just winning. He competes in the international global circuit, so it should be a great time to have a chat with him. We're going to gather and chat with him online, but so you can join from home, or you can join us together and have a live chat with him through Zoom. So it's kind of like a hybrid, which is kind of exciting too. And these are free as well. We do ask for registration for that because we'll send you the meeting link once
Can we go back just a second? Just to make sure that I understand. So the chess in the park, can anybody join in on this, and do they have to register ahead of time? Are they given a time to be there to play chess?
Yeah, no, it's absolutely drop in.
Drop in. Okay.
So
Sounds
drop
good.
in any age, any level. Again, we have a number of chess sets, so the more the merrier. We have our volunteer Tom is pretty good, and he's sometimes the parents like to challenge. They like a challenge, and he's a really good teacher as well.
Good.
So very enthusiastic. It should be a good day. So,
What is the Spice Club?
So the Spice Club is something we started last year in response to the interest over our cooking classes to kind of keep the cooking lessons going and kind of keep people talking about food literacy. So it's one of our programs we're keeping online, and it's kind of like a book club but with spices. So you'll register, we'll give you a spice kit. There's a spice of the month, and then you take your spice kit home, you make something with the spice, and then you meet us at the meeting online and talk about what you made, your adventures in cooking.
Okay.
So it's been very entertaining. The first couple months were really good. We had some really good spices. We did vanilla and cardamom and ginger, and I'm not a cook. I don't like to cook, so this has been so why do I sign up for this? But I've been inspired to do some there's been some really interesting things talked about, recipes and creations talked about at the club. So we're starting that back up. We were on hiatus for the summer.
Right.
It's on the last Wednesday of the month, and we're going to start in October. So now's the time to sign up for it if you want to register. We do have a couple spots open.
Good.
So you can register from the library or online, and we'll give you a free spice kit that gives you, a sample of the spice to cook with, a sample recipe, and information about the spice and a little background information, because we always want to share information.
Oh yes, yes,
and some recommended reading books that from our usually from our cookbook collection about the spice. So October we're going to do pumpkin spice. So we have to. I mean, how can we not, right?
Yeah. Come on, why
So,
not?
Yeah,
Why not?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's the season. So
You people have partnered with the Employment and Education Center.
yes.
And I believe there's a person that comes in once a week.
Yes. So every Tuesday, there's an employment coach from the Employment and Education Center who does outreach at the library, who's there available for drop-in, for you to just sit and chat with them about your career and your prospects, and they'll help you on your way with whether you need help with resumes or if you want to change jobs or you're looking for a job after COVID. They have they can help with interviews. They can help with the hidden job market. There's also can help with all kinds of training programs if you want to change your skills and kind of change careers. So they're also one of them is a youth job counselor too. So kids can go down and get started if they're looking for their first job or want a little bit of help getting started with that. So and it's free. So every Tuesday from 1 to 4 in the main area at the library, the main lobby area.
What's nice about that too is I have a grandson that's going to be graduating this year, and he's not exactly sure where he wants to go for his post-secondary.
Yep.
And so something like this, to be able to talk to someone is very advantageous.
Yeah, they'll do. Yeah, exactly. Career exploration, and they can sign you up for. They did a scholarship workshop this summer. So for the youth post-secondary, going into post-secondary. So it's a great resource, and the good thing is it's drop-in, so it's informal, and they can set you up and they'll do an interview with you. Yeah.
Well, it's good to know that this is available. It's there, that people just have to take advantage of it and go. Also, let's talk about the gallery, because the gallery is back, is it not, at the library?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. I love the galleries. It's one of my favorite things about the library. We host. It's sometimes one of Brockville's biggest secrets, I think. We have public galleries, so we have rotating local artists exhibiting on the walls. It makes our space so beautiful, and it also gives the local artists a chance to show their work and to showcase their talents. So right now, till the end of September, we have Fraser Radford and Christina Chrysler. Their exhibit is called "I'm Fine and Other Lies We Tell Ourselves." So this was their explorations during COVID, and finding when they kind of realized how essential art is to them. We all found out what was essential, and they have some creations. It's absolutely wonderful. Also, what people don't know is there's really important pieces of art history, Brockville art history, at our library as well. Brockville used to be an art hub, an art center, and there was an art school here. So we have some historical pieces from there that are on display, and some art that has been, you know, given to us over the years that is really cool to look at, I think. And it's all free. It's there all the time. So.
Yeah, just go in the library and walk around and enjoy it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great way. You know, grab a coffee downtown and, you know, do a walking date. And it's a great way to spend the time, I think.
Volunteers. Do you need volunteers?
Yes, our volunteers program is back up and running. So we're recruiting a volunteer. Right now, we need a volunteer book picker who will pick books to send to our home delivery customers. So we have a couple more home delivery customers than we did before. That program service is growing. So what the book picker will do, will take their reading interests and say, you know, a customer likes mystery and you know, or historical fiction, and then the book picker will pick those books, some books for them to send them, and then a volunteer will deliver them once a month on a rotation.
Nice.
So this is a really good position. This can be a little bit flexible in time, so it can take up to 2 hours, sometimes up to 4 hours a month, depending on how deep you get into picking your books, which for me, if you're an avid reader and a bookworm, then, you know, you get really excited about picking books for people. So, so this, and it's flexible. So it's basically on your own time.
Right, right.
Yeah.
What about students? Did you not want students?
Yes. So we're also recruiting some student volunteers as program assistants. So we have some kids programs coming up that are going to be starting in October.
Okay.
And we're looking for some program assistant help with those. So high school students,
For their 40 hours, would that be good?
Yeah, for their
Good
community
fit.
involvement.
Yeah.
Yep. So students interested in, anybody interested in education or recreation, interested in information and leadership kind of things are encouraged to apply for those volunteer positions and help us with the kids programs.
And do they just send, or do they come into the library and just say, hey, I want to apply? I've heard on TV that you're looking for students. And,
Yep, absolutely. So they can come in person. We'll give them an application, or they can apply right online.
Oh, all right.
As well,
All right.
there's the application is on our website as well. So then they can email it to me, and then we'll get
Take it from there.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, if someone has an idea, suggestion of something that they would like to either see at the library or maybe like a workshop or a presentation, whatever, can they send it in to you?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're a very community-led library, so we like to respond to communities and community interests. So we're always interested in hearing what people are looking for from education and information to get at the library. So if you have an idea or a suggestion, you can go to our website, our adult program page. At the bottom of the page, there is a program proposal form. So fill in that form, and it kind of gets you thinking about you know, how you'd like to see it and what else is going on in the community, and then we'll take it and look at it, and then, you know, see where it goes. So that's how our chess program started. Our, you know, I had somebody approach me and said, "Have you ever thought of doing chess?" And I said, "Well, you know, we're thinking about it. We'll take that into consideration." And then a couple other people said, "Have you thought about doing chess?" And then all of a sudden, we're like, "Okay, we
are now doing chess.
We're now doing chess." Yeah. So and it has taken off. We had such a good summer. Some kids had some really good times. So we'll continue it, and that's generally how we tend to make things happen. So very much community led. So definitely give us your feedback and fill out that program proposal form if you're interested.
Thank you for coming in, sitting down with me. I really appreciate it.